I've made chips 4 times and consider myself a master.
It smells like a pizzeria.
Everyone looks so good in each one.
In just a moment, you'll find out who gets the kiss of flavor. This is the time when homemade hits will appear on your screen, made in the air fryer. Simple, quick, and most importantly, tasty. Stay with us until the end and write which recipe you think wins. So, let's get started. Sometimes you just feel like having something crispy just like that. One time I was browsing the internet and I came across a recipe for crispy cheese and onion chips. And today we're going to make that recipe and share it with the world. Everything is ready on the table. Onion, cheese, spices. So let's start by chopping the onion. I've chosen 2 types here, so it'll be both sweet and spicy. In any case, cut everything into thin rings about 1/2 centimeter thick. Now I'm going to mix the cheese, and just like with the onion, I have different types of cheese here. There's cheddar, Parmesan, and Gouda. Each does something unique. One melts, another stretches, and the third adds a crispy crust. That's the point. Alright, as they say, it's time to put it all together. And since I have a 3-chamber air fryer at my disposal, I'll use all 3 chambers to make crispy chips, no matter the size of the chamber. The principle is the same. Lightly grease the paper, spread the cheese mixture, and place onion rings on top, then gently spray everything with oil again. Of course, at this point, you can add your favorite spices. You're really free to choose whatever you like here. I went with red pepper, a bit of smoked pepper, garlic, and oregano. And now comes the best part, my friends. Air fryer, 190 degrees, about 8 to 10 minutes until the cheese melts and everything gets nice and crispy. As soon as I take everything out of the air fryer, I transfer the chips onto a rack so they can cool down and harden, and then they'll be even crispier. I serve these onion chips with some dip like garlic or tzatziki, or you can just eat them on their own because they're addictive anyway. That's it. With a few onions and cheese, I made a snack in 15 minutes. Make them once, and I guarantee no bag of chips will ever compare.
I can do it as the master of chipurki. Because, you know, I've made chipurki 4 times in my life and I'm the master of chipurki.
Not here, definitely here, gentlemen. Look at this, gentlemen. It tastes like 12 minutes of good work.
But it's a mindfuck, because I'll tell you what happens. If you put the heart in, and I've done it before, it's just a shell. And this onion released its juices into the cheese, and it turned almost like some kind of pastry on the cheese.
When you hit the onion, it's kind of meaty, but underneath it's like this.
I think the crispy layer is great, and the onion is sweet and a bit spicy. It's perfect with the garlic sauce.
It's so good.
That I have to give it 9.5, because I just can't, you didn't quite make it a 10 for me. But anyway, I really wanted to praise you for the garlic sauce. It was delicious, and the pickle and just the garlic, just pure garlic, because it's so good. I've never had one like this before. The Greek yogurt didn't set and vanished, so it tasted like pure garlic. If you don't make this, you're just being lazy. I get it. You dumped in the cheese, set it up, and it's delicious.
Yeah, this is a lazy snack.
You have to make this, but I'm excited. Air fryer and cheesecakes. And listen, I went into Biedronka to buy groceries for today's episode, but I saw something new. One is cherry cheesecake and the other is mango and passion fruit. I'm going to prank the guys and tell them I've already made my dish. Listen, today we're doing a blind test. First, I'll feed you, so don't say anything for now. And hold the spoon. Attention and Primoz.
Let it turn out that it's not the same spoon.
Because he's holding it in his mouth with his pride.
I can taste that slight sourness.
But I feel this kind of...
Like Skyer.
Broadly kiwi on the shelves, passion fruit.
Passion fruit, oh hey, good, delicious, but delicious. Something doesn't fit here because Martin didn't give it to us.
No, I didn't make it. I bought it at Biedronka, I'm just saying, because of the recording.
Well, that's it.
You expect me to make a fit dessert? But I'll invite you to your office because I'll call you for a legit pizza. All right, we had a sweet intro. Now it's time for a savory one. 200 grams of Greek yogurt. By the way, the macros will be awesome. They'll all be displayed. Here comes the WPC. 20 grams of protein concentrate. I'm adding unflavored protein, unflavored, and here I have 200 grams of flour. I mix it with a teaspoon of baking powder and no salt. Well, no salt for now. It's fine. We're kneading the dough with clean, sanitized hands. I thought there would be too much noise, music. Well, this is the kitchen, that there would be too little Greek yogurt, but actually I just added a little bit more flour and now it's dough. Look, Kubush, awesome. What we've got, something like this. We've got a little ball like this. I made 2 portions and we'll tell you how tasty this pizza is. Plus I have a trick and we'll make it in 2 flavors. Air fryer, 200 degrees, 5 minutes per side, then flip dough and cook 3 more minutes. So delicious, I didn't have time to clean up. It'll be 2 minutes, seriously just 2 minutes. I started the second one because the first one is already ready. Look, Kubush. And now what are we going to do? First of all, pizza, sauce, and now you can use concentrate for this. I bought tomatoes, basil, oregano, so it really makes sense. There's something else I often use in the kitchen for pizza sauce. Sun-dried tomatoes, flakes, garlic, 24 herbs like basil and oregano. We spread this on each one. I'm opening the mozzarella, don't overdo it, and I'll serve it with arugula, with parma ham, and maybe I'll find a glaze made from grape must. You can add it or you don't have to. I'll serve the second one with a clever trick. Watch closely to see what happens and why I'm using a trick now. Tuna salad with corn and beans, perfect. A nice crafty little pizza. And like I said before, the procedure is the same, just hop. A handful of mozzarella, and besides the handful, a small handful more. We just bake this because the ham will be raw. We put it on here. We'll see which one the guys like more. We bake it, hop. Oh my gosh. Come to daddy, listen, the guys are going to kill me because it's such a mess here, but that's just the excitement. This one goes here so it's warm, hop, and of course, so the cheese melts. I found it, I love it. You don't have to add, number 1. Come on.
Since the cold one smells like a pizzeria, I'll admit that to Marcin.
When I serve food with the kitchen,
Well, but look, he still thinks he's testiki.
yeah, and take it off. Now you'll be sitting with your eyes at the beginning, okay? There are some flavors you might not like, but I'd like you to explore with me. There's no meat here.
Seriously, and it looks nice.
No fish, no meat.
Fish are more for me. I think this one will be better.
And for me, this one is great. So 1 each.
The base is made with protein powder, so it's high in protein.
If only eating pizza could make my muscles grow.
Exactly, and not my belly.
Your dough turned out great. I don't know.
If once in 10 moments I would be hungry, but it's delicious.
But that's some good dough, oh damn.
With the supplement, arugula and tomatoes.
And delicious pizza with dough, that's just how I like it. Nice and bready. All right, guys, flavor number 2, but a meal like lunch.
Because here you don't really taste the fish.
This pizza is like a lunch.
This is like a pizza paste. So she made it, but it's vegetable.
Guys, it's not good.
It's not bad, you know, but for me, meat wins more. Although, well, I'll tell you, I'm surprised.
It's time to face the truth. Please give your ratings.
I'll be honest with you, even though I'm picky and not really into arugula and so on, this one is a 9 for me today. It was delicious.
I'd give this one 8.5 and this one 7 as encouragement because it's a good starting point.
For me, it's an 8 because I like it, it tastes good to me, and it goes down well.
I really have to say this because you all know that everyone has different tastes. For the dough and for this pizza, I give it a 9.
My dear friends, right from the start, I'm going to use my cheat sheet. This Jockey Tea Night Love Life challenged me to make a dish straight from Romania, and that's exactly what I'll do. And it will be Mititei or Misi, 2 interchangeable names. Small, tiny, what will it be? Watch until the end to find out. To start, as usual, the black glove comes on, and I put 800 grams of pork and 400 grams of beef into the bowl. Now let's move on to the spices. First, salt, 2 teaspoons of thyme, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a teaspoon of pepper. So I'm missing cumin? It's not required, but you can add 2 teaspoons of red paprika, or even 3, and a teaspoon of hot paprika, optionally, but I like to spice up the dish with hot paprika. And out of the corner of my eye, I glance over, and my nose doesn't detect any garlic. I see the garlic out of the corner of my eye, but I don't smell it. But actually, it's a very, very important addition to these sausages because they're supposed to taste like garlic, and quite intensely. I'll knead it a bit more, and then I'll press in my case, 8 or 7 cloves of garlic. And just like I said before, I crush the garlic and press it in quickly. Originally, we add bone broth, but optionally, we can add beef broth. Well, I don't want to make bone broth. I don't have that much time, so I'll add beef broth here, bouillon, and then I knead and mix the meat very thoroughly. Now it will wait here for a moment because I take an empty plastic bottle, cut it in half, and put the meat inside with baking paper. One similar board is already in the fridge, and I do the same with this one, which means I wrap it in foil and put it in the fridge so the flavors can blend together and so the meat can rest a bit. That's the professional way to say it. This popular street food is available in many places in Romania. I wipe my hands and put everything into the air fryer. I set it to 80 and the time to 20 just because, of course, as I always tell you, with this model, I can look inside here and see what's going on in real time. So now I'll focus on the sausages, and you guys wait a second. A few minutes have passed, and these sausages are nearly done, but I'll flip them once more to be sure. Look, oh wow, it smells so good. I'll tell you this, I love these devices because you can really make dishes with them in no time. 10 minutes and look, they smell amazing. And now I put them on a plate, some mustard, bread, and that's how you serve it. We won't add more, I'll handle it soon. Christoph, as I promised, good morning. Today we're looking towards Romania.
I won't let it go because your third dish in a row is making me tear up.
I'm not sure you'll get it this time. Oh God.
He's starting again with a humble no.
No, relax. What time is it? Rumanic? Good morning, Dan. This stresses me out. I don't know.
He said good, and you...
Listen, I once gave Romanian. You don't serve it with mustard. With cold beer, well, here it is. Hey, nice smell. With a bit of mustard. But Jesus Mary.
But this seasoning, where do you get the recipes for this seasoning? A lot of garlic, but it's good. They should be garlicky, have a hint of garlic, and be slightly spicy. I think there's not enough pepper. It's not delicious.
Everything fits. The texture, the flavor is distinct. Good homemade sausage. I'll give it a 9.
10, that happened last episode. You're welcome. Karchu's cooking made us tear up. Yeah, well, this is some kind of sausage. That's a solid 9. A 9 has to be delicious. And from the grill, it would be a 9.5.
Good morning, my dear viewers. I'm here again in front of you in the kitchen with the air fryer. And today I'm going to make something for you. Banana coconut cookies with a bit of chocolate, 2 ripe bananas, 250 grams of coconut flakes, and 2 chocolate bars for melting. They'll only be the topping. Let me tell you, if this turns into a cookie, because it's supposed to be a cookie, I'll be really shocked. We take out 2 bananas and now we just mash them into a smooth mass. But it smells nice. I like this kind of banana scent. Remember, these things need to be a mass, a smooth mass. The next step is simply to pour it in. Are you sure that's all of it? The recipe says 250. That's a lot, isn't it? And we pour it in, but it absorbs well. The banana absorbs it well. You add the banana, cover it with coconut, and now we arrange the cookies. We repeat it so everyone can achieve their own perfection. I try to do it like this. Oh, just put the cookies in your hand. Let's say they're ready. And now we put the whole thing in. 175 degrees for 10 minutes. Of course, we keep an eye on them so they don't burn. We'll set it to 175. And in the meantime, while it's baking for those 10 minutes, I'll go and get something done. A water bath, I mean chocolate in a water bath so we can pour it over our cookies. Let me tell you, the smell of coconut is in the air. The chocolate is done, deliciously melted, and now all that's left is to combine these 2 ingredients. Look how nice it is. Hey, it roasted well, and the chocolate turned out beautifully. Let's do half and half. Wait, put it in the big hole. Not bad. I touched it and started filling it in, but I see the chocolate is already like that, and this one is getting hard to reach. Done. We've completed the rest and are filling in here. I'm leaving these little mounds because they seem, you know, like each one is dedicated to him, time, kind of crafty, you know what I mean? That each one was made by someone, one person, not a machine, not that it's just this. We leave each folded heart to cool down, and we'll see you at the result. And as you can see, that's how they turned out. I'm actually curious myself how they're going to taste because they haven't fully set yet. They'll have a melt in your mouth texture. Listen, these are coconut volcanoes. You have to try them and you'll see those combinations, those flavor fusions.
Tasting is in second place, it's number one. And I'll tell you one thing, if someone says they're making something craft, that's bullshit. They're just making it craft. They can make hands that have never kneaded dough, and man, it looks so good.
This is dessert and white chocolate to choose from. Be careful, it might still be warm.
How good it is.
But you know what? I can be easily bribed with white chocolate. I don't pay attention to anything anymore, but you can't ignore it because I have bounty.
Honestly, it's my first time making this kind of cake, but you know...
What is it really? The three ingredients are banana, coconut, and chocolate. That's it.
It's delicious, but I'm telling you, I haven't eaten this cake, but you can't taste the banana here.
You can barely taste it at the very end.
It's really a great product for dessert, coffee, tea, or a name day celebration.
Everything, you fully deserve it, so I give it a 10.
Thank you, God. Yes?
People, I also love coconuts. This cake is made without any flour at all. It blows my mind.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen up, you lazy bones. Now please pay attention because Christoph is cooking for the 9th time. You only go to the kitchen and do it then because you'll know what I'm talking about. Now you turn around, give Christoph a like, look at our book about Babel, and make yourself a little Babel like that. Kazishu's ball is brilliant.
Listen, right now the key is what Max Factor and Maybelline New York producers do. If you ever want a chocolate-colored lip liner, just contact the camera.
Because it fits perfectly, I emphasize. It makes your lips look beautiful right away and later on. See you there, really, and see you soon.
2 dishes. We can make 2 surprising desserts in one go. I'll show you how to do it. These will be surprising desserts. Because in one, we'll have a nectarine with a spicy note, and in the other, we'll have a caramelized pear, also with a spicy note. Yes, you need a 3-chamber air fryer, but if you don't have one, you can easily do it in batches, and it will still be delicious. Slice the nectarine, add a bit of salt to the honey, then coat all the slices and wedges with this salty honey and put them in the air fryer. Alright, let's flip them over and add a little bit more on top. We don't need to worry about giving each their own space. Yes, now the pear in the same way, only instead of honey and salt, we'll use butter and sugar. Both upper chambers will work the same way, so we don't need to synchronize anything here. And now what will make this dessert not only good but also surprising. The sauce for the nectarines we're making right now. So here we have a lime sauce, a whole lime, in case anyone was wondering. And depending on whether you want it to be spicier or more tangy, you can adjust it by adding more sauce or lime juice. Oh, I'm scared. And the mixed sauce at 160 degrees for just 2 minutes. The point is just to heat it up. The sauce for the pear as well. 160 degrees, also 2 minutes. But here we already have chili paste. So everything turned out beautifully here. And interestingly, not salt, not some other spice, not honey, not maple syrup, not even milk, pepper, not 160, my dears. When these trays are ready, the pear is smoking hot and ready, and now our sauces are delicious. But first, we'll arrange everything nicely on the plates and pour the sauces on at the end. One air fryer, 2 desserts. I'm calling the guys because the dough is ready, the cream is done.
One thing immediately stands out, Sebastianism in these dishes, because I suspect there's chili in there, I suspect.
Here, Milo.
Chilino, go ahead, tell us, sweet or spicy?
That's it. What did you say? Right, Sebastianism, sweet on spicy.
Well, for now.
And it's a good combination, but I don't have anything spicy.
Also sweet, sweet Sebastian, what do you have?
Hey, the puree is salty.
Probably the sauce is salty.
because the other one has some extra salt. I have this.
It's kind of a waffle too, but on steroids.
I call it that. In the category surprise a friend, yes. So you take a ready-made pancake. For $6.90, you get one pair. And I don't know what to do with the sauce.
A different sauce, a different fruit.
But I have more shelves like that. It's harder to put it here, sir.
Maybe that's why I broke mine into smaller pieces, so I wouldn't give any hints, since it crumbles well here. Look how nicely Markin did it.
Peach with something spicy is interesting, but you didn't give me enough info to judge it. The peach from Air France is top-notch.
Sebastian, this is the kind of combination I would expect from you. But is this my guru? Of course not the flavored one. The fruit one is tastier, and the wafer is my good discovery.
Still an 8 on the screen. 7.5 is unfortunately a 6, because both the spiciness and saltiness are not really my thing, but I appreciate the old reason, because I think I'm doing something.
6, but here the peach pulls it up to 7.5.
Dektarinka.
Dektarinka, sorry.
Fist bumps are for up to 8. Above that, it's high fives and cheers.